What's up guys, Omni here. You guys know how it goes, another day, another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep. What recent news, topic, tweets, videos you want me to talk about tomorrow? Hey guys, today is Tuesday, November something. I'm done keeping up with the dates, okay? I don't really care anymore. I'm not even trying to pay attention. I think we got Thanksgiving coming up in like, oh, you know, it's November. It's cold outside, you know, my skin is dry. I got my lotion, I got my CeraVe. I feel like no matter how much freaking lotion I put on, I'm still dry. I don't know if it's because it's black. I don't know if it's because like the cold or the air. I can't escape it. The knuckles. I'm yapping to avoid the elephant in the room that I disappeared for the past week without any word, okay? My apologies, sue me, my son, all right? I had to rest. I was tired, okay? Fun story, okay? Let me just tell you something about that really quickly, okay? So what had happened was, right? Last week, I learned about how to relax my stomach, right? My core, okay? Come to find out, all right? I didn't even realize this, all right? But apparently, I've been stuck in fight and flight mode for like, I don't know how long, okay? For years, decades maybe, right? Because I'm in a permanent state of tightening my core. Like, I thought that's just how it was supposed to be. It's my default. Apparently, I learned that's not how it's supposed to be, right? So I started untightening it, unbracing it, and I think I entered the forbidden parasympathetic mode, okay? It's like kind of like, I don't know, something vagus nerve, something relaxation, something recovery. I don't know. But like for the first time in a really long time, I feel like I was able to rest properly. I'm back in my body, if that makes freaking sense, okay? I've been stressed, all right? So I think I needed some time to recalibrate, okay? And we're back, you know, for now, but I'm feeling pretty good that I learned that secret jutsu. As most of you guys have been on a journey, which is it's not like this weird thing where I just like read books and then I come back and I'm a cult member and I start talking about like all these different gods and life and all that jazz. It's more so I've just been trying to figure out how to like lower stress levels and like my nervous system. That's my journey, right? Like how do I just relax more and be less stressed? And that's basically what the journey is. It's been pretty awesome so far. So I've been picking up tools as that's been happening. More on that later. I have an announcement for you guys later this week as well that's related to all of this. But that's the yap. That's the morning yap. That's the, hey, I'm back with some coffee. Sorry, I've been gone. Yap, it's good to see you guys. Let's talk about all of the things that's been happening for the past couple of days or so, because I heard something about Donald Trump giving that guac 3,000, bro. Like, what? Oh shit. Okay, Twitter's down. We're gonna have to improvise this. What am I going to do? You guys basically dropped a lot of stuff for me to talk about, but I can't access Twitter because it's been down for the past couple of hours. Because there was a lot of memes about Donald Trump. Okay, we'll just kind of freeball it. All right, I just kind of just talk about, I guess, what it is that I've learned. So most of you guys don't know this, right? But today is the day, apparently, okay, the forbidden day of the Epstein files being eventually voted in and apparently getting released. And apparently Donald Trump is in on it. Now he's like saying, okay. I'm very confused by it, okay? When it comes to like Donald Trump and the Epstein files and the Republicans, I've been very confused with their whole kind of back and forth. I think they've been playing games, okay? I remember there was one point in time, again, I talked about this on stream where they were basically like, hey, we got the Epstein files. There's a bunch of people had like some notebooks, right? And then I think nothing happened from it. I think it just disappeared. And then it was like, hey, yeah, the Epstein files is a hoax. It ain't nothing. And then it was like, hey, the Epstein files is real and Bill Clinton is in it, right? And then it's not real. So the amount of information, disinformation, misinformation, you know, bars that I've been hearing about this Epstein files is so wild. It's getting to the point where I feel like even if it drops, right? Like I'm just like, how much of it got edited? How much is redacted? Like, it feels like Santa Claus at this point. Like, where's the smoking gun? Okay. Where's the video? All right. Of Donald Trump. That's all I need. Somebody find I know there's gotta be one. I know Epstein. Anyway, today's a big day. Okay. After months of infighting, the House GOP could vote today to release the Epstein files. All right. A protester holds a sign related to the release of the Jeffrey Epstein case files outside the U.S. Capitol, November 12, 2025. You guys know I live in the DMV. So sometimes when I'm driving out or I'm outside or whatever, I'll just see random protesters not even close to the freaking White House. And it's just like Get the Epstein files. Get the Epstein files, bro. Like, drop them, release it. It's all this like stuff. The people in the DMV are not happy with the handling of these Epstein files so far. It reads, Republicans in the House could be on track today to approve the release of the Jeffrey Epstein files, a vote that follows President Trump's unexpected blessing for a measure that has driven rancor through the party and its base. Okay, the bipartisan effort, which has been led by Representative Thomas Massie and our road was long fought by Trump and Republican leadership from reaching the House floor. As recently as last week, White House officials met with Representative Lauren Boebert about her support for releasing the files, but her position was unchanged after the meeting. Apparently, there's a lot of Republicans that, according to today's vote that's going to happen, people are thinking there's going to be even more Republicans than the last four that are going to be for the release of the Epstein files, which, again, confusion. I don't even understand why you would vote against this. This again, like, why? I mean, unless your name is in there, bro. Like imagine, hey, can we release the files that's going to basically expose a bunch of kid diddlers and can we do that? I don't think so. No, I don't think I will. What? What? Nani? Trump also attacked Republicans for pushing the measure, including Massie and the most recently Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene. However, Trump did an about-face over the weekend as it became clear a vote in the House was likely to succeed and Republicans should approve the bill. So literally, when it got to the point, there was one point in time that they literally tried to turn one of the four Republicans. And I forget her name. I think this was Boebert, okay? They took him and literally had meetings with Trump and like head of all of these the cabinets, bro, and said, let's have a meeting. Let's talk about this. Trying to turn one of the votes, bro. Unprecedented. Never has happened in the history of, that I know of, at least, that people keep saying. But couldn't get it done. That person was standing on 10 toes and said, nah, I kind of want the files released. And it sounds like now that it's inevitable, it's kind of like Trump is like saying, yeah, go for it. Which is, interesting because Donald Trump, your boy, Donald has been mentioned in those files so many times, bro. I'm just wondering how much more. Monday, that's yesterday, Trump told reporters at the White House that the Senate can take up the bill as well and that he would sign it if it passes. The measure, if passed, would compel the Justice Department to release all of its files, okay, the DOJ, on the convicted sex offender within 30 days. Bro, that's a Christmas miracle, okay? Everybody, can y'all imagine for Christmas we get the Epstein files, bro? That's that. I don't believe it. I'm still of the factor of nothing really happens, like nothing really changed. It really feels like something is happening. But like, I feel like it's one of those things where they just been hiding, and then something's going to come out, and it's just going to be redacted. I don't know. I just don't have any faith in revelations because I feel like people are very good at covering up their tracks at this point. It reads, I'm all for it, Trump said in the Oval Office, but maintained it was a hoax and that he didn't want to detract from his party's success. Trump does not need legislation in order to approve the files for release, but he told reporters that Congress can do whatever they want on the vote. His remarks came after a simple majority of House members signed onto what is known as a discharge petition, a workaround that forces votes without leadership or committee approval. Last week, the chamber's newest member, Representative Adelita, I'm terrible with the names, okay, became the decisive 218th signature on the petition. So it has been taking months and months for Adelita to be sworn in as the rep. A lot of people thinking that this has been done to kind of delay this vote. Okay, they needed 218 votes for this petition, and it was very clear that she was going to actually vote for this petition being signed and be the last vote necessary to release the files. Yet it took months. Guys, before we get further into today's topics, I'm happy to announce that today's video is sponsored by Proton Mail. Proton Mail is a Swiss-based encrypted email service built on the idea what's in your email is your business. Did you guys know that most major email providers like Gmail, Outlook, and Yahoo scan the contents of your emails, use your address to build a profile, and then profit from your data? Proton Mail, however, is fully encrypted, which means not even Proton can access your information. But What else can they do? Proton Mail blocks email trackers that tell senders or advertisers what you read and click. Now there are no more invisible spies in your inbox. It's also built under very strict Swiss privacy laws, which have some of the most strictest privacy laws in the entire world. And it's completely free. But Omni, I'm lazy. I don't feel like switching over to my Gmail, to my Outlook, over to my phone. I don't know. One click. That's all it takes. And Proton will import all your emails, labels, and contacts with no hassle, along with automatic forwarding to receive future emails in your new encrypted inbox. And the cherry on top, guys, is that it's all open source, which means Proton is 100% transparent with what they do, and they're open to being audited by anyone. The only thing that Proton is hiding is your online identity. So yeah, guys, what are you waiting for? Head over to proton.me/InfernoOmni and see for yourself. It's free to sign up and feel good knowing that your data and information is truly protected and secure. Again, that's proton.me/InfernoOmni. And again, special thanks to Proton Mail for sponsoring today's video. Wrapping up, okay, Tuesday's expected vote also came after a wave of Epstein files were released last week by members on Republican-led House Oversight Committee. Yeah, did y'all check that one out? This is the one where a lot of people were like, bro, this was the one where Donald Trump was mentioned several times by Epstein, bro. Like it was the mentioning of it was not good. It was under the context that apparently Donald Trump was gone for several hours inside of Epstein's house with one of the alleged victims. Okay, so why would Donald Trump be in Epstein's house along with one of the alleged victims for several hours at a time? I don't know. Maybe they were playing Uno. You tell me, chat. Y'all tell me, okay? That's what we trying to find out, bro. And I know Epstein got everything recorded. That's the thing. Epstein blackmails people. He didn't kill himself. He didn't just go like, oh, I'm just going to kill myself for all the sins I did in my... Bro, come on. No one's believing it, bro. So like, if someone got him, that means he got stuff on people who these people don't want to know. They don't want to know. That's what I think. That's what I feel. But I'm not going to dig too deep into it because I ain't trying to, I ain't trying to get, you know what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to stay safe. I'm trying to tell y'all, but I'm like, I don't know. You feel me. Ahead of the vote, Massey and Connor planned to gather with survivors and their families and friends. They last appeared together in September on Capitol Hill to lobby for the release of the Epstein files, saying transparency was the path to holding these involved fully accountable. Survivors reiterated that position in a Friday letter to Congress in which they urged the release of files related to Epstein and his longtime confidant, Ghislaine Maxwell, who was currently serving time at a Texas facility after her conviction of trafficking charges. Epstein and Maxwell's crimes expose a double standard of justice where rich and powerful men and women evade repercussions. Wow. Like, I mean, what do you mean exposes the double standard, bro? This double standard has been like known since the beginning of time. I came out the womb knowing that this was one of the standards. It's not a double standard. This is the rule. Okay, if you got money and you got power, okay, laws for thee, not for me. Come on. I mean, they should be teaching us in kindergarten that this is the rule of the land. Yeah, guys, today is D-Day, or in this case, it's E-Day. All right. After I'm done with today's video, I will probably what I'll do. I'll probably stream it today. Okay, twitch.tv/InfernoOmni. We might actually watch this thing go down live. I will be locked in for the entirety of the day if you guys are curious. Okay, so if you're watching this video, finish watching it. All right, I need the watch time. Stop playing games. I need the watch time. Finish the video. All right, and then when you're bored and you got nothing else to do and you're fiddling your thumbs, all right, hit me up on twitch.tv/InfernoOmni and we'll fool around and figure out what exactly is. We'll F around and find out, basically. Bro, Twitter's back. Okay. Oh man, they say you already know they got boy Bill Clinton and Donald Trump and they finding pictures, bro. Okay, oh my lord, they calling him Donica Lewinsky, bro. They saying we know about Bill Clinton, okay? All right, I did not have sexual relations with that woman, okay? The man's has been getting guac 3000 from every single person in the White House. Hillary, what happened? Hillary must be like, this man was out here I don't know, maybe they had a poly relationship or something. I don't know. I don't even know a lot about how Hillary felt about this whole situation. And I think about it back in the day. But that's some crazy work, bro. That crazy work, man. Some nasty niggas in the White House, bro. They nasty. You know it's bad, bro. When all of these allegations about him, you know, basically giving Bill Clinton the guac guac, bro, and all this stuff. You know it's bad when the White House, bro, this was on the 16th, in multiple pictures, America's power couple. Okay? All right? If you want to talk about chemistry between a person and person, this is the least, this is the I have not sensed a single ounce of sexual tension, sexual energy, connection. These two people do not exist in a realm where I look at them and I go, man, those are goals. These are couple goals, bro. I'd have never heard him say anything personal about her. I've never seen her say anything personal about him. I've never seen any kind of like bro. So anyway, so it looks bad, bro, when everyone's saying like, hey, Donald, bro, what you been doing on the Epstein files, bro? What you been doing with Bill Clinton? And then their response is, let me drop some pictures with me holding my hand with my, at least try better, bro. Drop, you might need to create another sex. You might need to pull a Kim Kardashian, dog. Okay. I don't, it might be too late. It might be too, I don't know, bro, but Trump, this doesn't work, White House. Okay, this almost confirms it, bro. The damage control is so bad. It's so bad. Like, you want to expect me to believe that these two people have a very loving and close relationship? Absolutely no. They literally put, I can't help falling in love with you. If you don't, they doing cheek kisses? That's the best picture you could get. That's the best picture that you could get. Bro, ain't no way. Okay, if I was president and my lady was up there, bro, I'd be slobbing. Tongue, bro. She'd be getting the... Okay, they would know. America would know. The world would know. All right, I don't give a... I think the coffee's making me hyper today, bro. I think it's just crazy because this is where we in. It's 2025 and they are really out here posting pictures trying to gaslight us into thinking that this is a loving cutesy power couple relationship of America. Like, we got 10-year-olds like, I want to be like Donald and Melania when I grow up, mom. I can't. No. I don't think that's happening. I don't think there's one person who believes in this shtick. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. By the way, anybody who's huge fans of Buffy, Pepperidge Farm remembers Buffy. Man, I had a really big crush on Buffy back in the day, man. And I think she was also in that one movie with that girl that like did that kiss with that old woman. I don't know. Okay, I'm just going back. It might be the ADHD, but yeah, I love me some Buffy. She ratioed. Said, use the wrong photo. Almost 700,000 likes, bro. What in the ham fat, bro? Oh my, that is a times 10, times 11 freaking ratio. That is absolutely freaking terrifying, bro. But yeah, this is the photo you might have want to use, Billy boy. The walls are closing in. Yeah, okay, now that Twitter's back, okay, I can look at some of your replies. So my gang Loki, and a lot of you guys told me about this, but apparently people are telling me that Markiplier cheated at Five Nights at Freddy, bro. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Don't tell me. Okay, you guys know me. All right. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You can tell me Markiplier did anything, and I will sit here and just like, nope. I pretend I do not see. I'll be on that Hassan life. I don't see any zappings. I don't see anything happening with Kaya being. No, that's that. See, I understand it. That's why I can empathize, bro. Right? If you look up to some people, will pretend they do not see and just continue to consume because that's their homie, that's their gang. Markiplier cheating. You telling me he's like Dream? Oh, Dream was cheating in Minecraft? We had Markiplier cheating. I don't believe it. I think it's got to be a cap. It's got to be a cap. Might have cheated in his 2014 winning run of the 10-20 mode, Five Nights at Freddy. Proof. I pretend I do not see. I don't want to click this. What do you mean? What do you mean? For those of you guys who do not know, Markiplier, YouTuber, okay, been doing it for a long time, does a lot of Let's Plays, plays a lot of spooky. And I was here during the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 completion mode, okay? Five Nights at Freddy is a scary game. or these animatronics that like Chuck E. Cheese, they come out and they jump at you, bro. You probably heard about it. It's actually about to be in movie theaters, the sequel, okay? Anyway, he got very popular from playing it. It like took off. Like he was already pretty popular on YouTube, but it even took off any further, where he was trying to complete Five Nights at Freddy's and all of the modes, right? And he labeled himself the self-proclaimed king of Five Nights at Freddy, man. It was epic, okay? These modes were so hard. This man he was obsessed with beating all of these modes, bro, and I was there watching it just frame one every single time, bro. It was absolutely awesome to watch, but proof he cheated. All right, I'll click the link, but I won't believe it. Ain't no way, bro. Did Markiplier cheat his Five Nights at Freddy 2 1020 win? A full technical analysis with almost 1 million views. No, you telling me my Carl Jobs is going to be? Oh no. By the way, for just guys, impact, bro, 64 million views. Five Nights at Freddy's Part 1. Okay, the 21 million views. Five Nights at Freddy's Part 2. This all happens, by the way, over the weekend. By the way, what's his name? Markiplier came back with Unis Honest with him and Ethan, and they were doing a live stream. They resurrected after 5 years, and I think they were doing like an interview about it, but I don't know if they're revitalizing it or, you know, bringing it back. The whole point is that it dies and stays dead, so I don't know if they're just doing like a remembrance type situation from it. Unis Honest was a project where both Markiplier and his friend Ethan, they would basically make a YouTube channel, and every single day they would live life to the fullest, memento mori, remember death, and then at the end of the year, they would destroy the channel, and they would destroy all the videos, and then it would stop, and it would cease to exist. It was a pretty cool project that a lot of people liked, the simulation of real life, but yes.
If you were a fan of FNAF at any point since the now 11 years since the first FNAF game came out, then there's no doubt that you know who this guy is.
Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and welcome to
Hello everybody, my guy is Markiplier and we're playing Five Nights at Freddy. Okay, so I cannot watch this whole video for you guys. Let me see if I can skip a little bit. I think maybe what we'll do is tonight, okay, for twitch.tv, you know, this evening, we'll watch the full video, okay, and then I'll probably upload it to the second channel that I have for, like, you know, the more in-depth things, because I just can't watch the whole thing with you. But let me see if I can just get to the part where they talk about the evidence, bro. Come on. There's a section here called the hair strand, okay? Let me check this out. His hair...
I think even without this next part of the video, it's pretty clear what happened. But this was just a lot of other weird stuff that I found in every part of the video that isn't the last 19 seconds. YouTube videos back in this time period didn't have much editing involved. They were more carried by the personality of the content creator. So I was able to map out every single cut in this video.
Oh my god, bro. Internet detectives, bro. The internet does not, do you see this? Do you see all these numbers? Do you see all this work? The internet just does not play. The internet does not play. The internet will not play with you, bro. If you out here cheating in Minecraft, saying that you got an astrophysicist that kind of prove, no, the internet does not, you can't tell lies to the internet. The internet will say, you know what? I'm about to debunk it. me and like 1,000 other homies are about to literally figure out every single reason why you have been lied.
And analyze and compare every single clip throughout it. The first thing that I noticed was that there were some stark contrasts between some of the clips at the beginning of the video and some of the clips near the end of the video. Okay. I first went through every clip and applied the same tests that I did on the ending clip, listening for Balloon Boy and Mangle's universal sound cues. Out of the 37 total clips, in 5 of them, Mark was at the very start of the night explaining something to the audience, so we'll disregard those. In 2 of the clips, he dies too early into them to make anything out. Then in 27 clips, with 15 of them being deaths, we either see or hear Mangle or Balloon Boy in some way. Okay. And with how much more active everyone generally seems to be, we can safely say that these clips are likely to be on 1020 mode. That leaves clip 18, 20, 35, and as we already discussed, the 37th clip in which Mark completes the night. Okay. When I was first piecing together the rest of this video after initially studying the last clip, I was looking for something anything that was changing between clips so that I could possibly link them together.
Okay.
Obviously, nothing in the game would work, but maybe something in the face cam will. So I began to study the face cam in between clips and see if anything at all changed between them. Well, I noticed that sometimes when Mark dies, he tends to touch his hair in some way.
Sure.
Meaning that if his hair was in the exact same position throughout multiple different clips, then those clips are likely to be from the same run.
Yeah, that makes sense. Look at his hair. So he moves his hair sometimes when he touches his hair. Okay, that's fine. From the same run. Continue.
This isn't exactly concrete, but it was what led me to consider that maybe other parts of the video aside from the last 19 seconds should also be looked at and taken into consideration. And if you look really, really closely at the top left corner of Mark's hair, you can see this tiny strand that pokes out and casts a pretty noticeable shadow on his forehead.
Sure.
And we see this across all of these suspicious clips. 18, 20, 35, and 37.
Okay.
You can even see in transitions, like clip 35 to 36, how it disappears then reappears on the transition to clip 37. Applying the BB and Mangle tests from the ending clip to all of these clips with the hair strand, we have these results. Some parts of these clips are just absolutely insane, like in clip 35 where we don't hear a single vent noise.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on!
Okay, I'm still not really understanding. Did he get caught in 4K? Yes or no?
Hello.
Some others also just kind of come off as like bad acting. Like in clip 18, what is bro stressing about? No one is here and he has like a full box. If we take all of this into consideration, it's very likely that these 4 clips were all part of the same winning run, and were stitched in with 10-20 fails to give the illusion that the run was legitimate. I also decided to keep track of the nighttime during each clip, which led to some even weirder findings.
Okay, all right, this is gonna go in. We gotta stop here, because I'm about to get lost in this sauce. I am watching this. I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna watch the full thing. They calling my boy a cheater, bro. They calling him, and I gotta review it objectively, bro. Please say they so, bro. I will not look away. Okay, I will not pretend I do not see. Okay, I'll watch the full video, and then I will, and then what I'll probably try to do is the next time I do make one of these videos with you guys, okay, I will try to do like a TLDR of my findings. Okay, so you can either come watch it with me or just wait for the results a little bit later, bro. But oh, come on, stop it, 2025. All right. Get some help. Guys, can we get a W? Today is actually, you know, when we've been talking about like how like it feels like bad people did everything bad's happened to him. We've been complaining about like all these streamers like Johnny Somali, you know, and now he's in jail, in Korea jail forever. It seems like so far they've been got his ass, bro. You know what we all like, okay? We like kitties, we like cats, we like a little bit of tea, but we love the most when justice is served, when karma finally comes and eats that ass. Okay, pause. But you know what I'm saying, bro. One of the things that makes me feel really good is when bad things happen to bad people. I don't care. I'ma say it. I don't care if that makes me a villain. You know, Omni, you should feel good about people. You should feel good for No, that's not me. I don't care. I don't care what that makes me. I don't care if that makes me a villain or an anti-hero or whatever, okay? When bad things happen to bad people, you can make a whole series on that and I will watch it and I just be like, give me more. Give me more. Jack Doherty got arrested. You guys know Jack Doherty? We talked about that freaking kid multiple times on this channel, okay? Streamer kid walks around. God damn it. Freaking Twitter is down again, bro. You're making my job hard for me, bro. YouTuber Jack Doherty arrested in Miami on drug possession charges, bro, by Tom Bennett, thanks to the BBC. And they got him. And they got him on some good stuff. Apparently, I hear that he is being sentenced up to 7 years in prison. Okay, this is in case you guys don't know who this. I don't even know if I can identify him as a human. Okay, He's a streamer. One of the most annoying people that you can probably know, okay? In terms of the list of things that this guy has done, all right, he's the kid that walks around with his arms like this and then bumps into security guard and then bumps into people, right? But he has a security guard. So as soon as he bumps into somebody and someone's like, what the heck? Why are you just bump into me, right? Security guard comes in and blocks them, right? Saying, nope, you can't touch my mans, right? And then that's his content, bro. And then he's laughing at the fact that he has this big bodyguard protecting him. He's also done things like crashed his car, okay, on the highway while streaming. It was his expensive car. And then when he got out, after people were damaged, told his injured cameraman, who was bleeding at the time, hey, man, make sure you're recording this, okay? He's the type of person that basically has a lot of money, right? But has zero personality. Apparently his girlfriend came out with this like tell-all story that I was watching on stream a little bit about her relationship with him and how bad it was, his ex-girlfriend or something. Everything that you can think of when it comes to just somebody who's just not likable, but they have money and they're trying to become famous, is this guy. And he's been banned on multiple platforms. I don't even know where he is now. I think he's been banned everywhere, and he's still trying his best to get people to like him, bro. Dude needs to pack it up, but he can't because he needs the attention and the validation. Imagine being so well off though that you could just mind your business and live a good life, and instead you're out here just being a menace to everybody else, bro. Imagine. Anyway, it reads, YouTuber Jack Doherty was arrested on drug possession and other charges in the Miami area in the early hours of Saturday morning. Hallelujah. The influencer was filming video content while attempting to engage with police officers in the middle of the road, blocking traffic in the process. According to arrest documents published by U.S. media, he was then apprehended before a police search found half of an orange oval-shaped pill with 3 imprinted on it, consistent with a Schedule II amphetamine, and 3 suspected cannabis cigarettes. Got him. A 22-year-old is known for filming provocative videos involving pranks with titles like I got kicked off a cruise and I crashed into a cop car.
Doherty is out of jail.
As I just got out of jail, you got NBC News out here waiting for me.
This is literally NBC News talking about Jack Doherty. This man is living on cloud nine. This man, the amount of tension that he's getting from this, like, yeah, guys, I just got out of jail. NBC News is wait. I cannot wait for people to start talking about me again. It's not the flex that you think it is, Jack Doherty. We're not laughing. We're not laughing with you. We're not laughing with you, bro. People are laughing at you, bro. Okay? It's not going to end in the it's crazy. Clout is a hell of a drug, right? Clout is probably one of the biggest drugs of all time. But it's crazy how far people will go just to get attention. I mean, just to be seen by it's nasty work, bro.
But I'm free after 24 hours.
Nearly 24 hours after the social media influencer was placed in handcuffs in Miami Beach.
Back up.
Police say the 22-year-old YouTuber deliberately walked in the middle of the road to record content, all while cars were driving by. Police say they told him to get out of the road, but he wouldn't. Officers arrested Doherty and say they found drugs on him.
That was the worst 24 hours ever. I wish I did something crazier.
Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. I'm sorry. You guys know me. I'm stoic. You ever just want to this guy one of the most punch. I'm not that guy. I'm not a bully. But like something in him and his existence it just brings out the worst in me, bro.
Like make it worth it.
Doherty walked out of jail Saturday night and shared his side of the story. He claims he took too long to cross the road, and that's why police arrested him.
There was no traffic. It was 3 in the morning, you know. I think they just wanted to lock me up, but fair enough, you know. Learn my lesson. No!
The social media influencer has made the news before. Last October, he crashed a $200,000 car on the turnpike in Miami-Dade County during a live stream.
Swatting call.
And Davie police showed up to his home in Southwest Ranches last year after someone called them about a shooting at the house. But police say the call was fake.
I'm the most corrupt system ever.
Doherty was back on social media Saturday night, posting videos to his followers. But he's already having second thoughts about how everything went.
You regret how last night went?
Yeah, for sure. I would have definitely done it differently.
Yeah, no, he's not regretting it. Okay, this man is eating it up. He is on cloud nine. He's like, yes, people see me again. Finally, the best, but just a crack addict for attention, bro. Anyway, we just talked about this. Okay, when you have money and power, bro, rules for thee, not for me. Okay, so he's not getting 7 years. It's okay. Like, even though we talk about karma and all that stuff, all right. Again, what the rule is you got the money, is you good. So my guess is Gang is not getting the max penalties, obviously, right? He's going to make a deal. He's just going to do community service. He's 22. It might catch up to him, right? But that's it. Maybe some rehab or some jazz like that. But I don't know. I don't believe in consequences for these kinds of people. Whenever it does happen, like once in a blue moon, the unicorn of this actually occurring, like Johnny Somali, the only time it happens is when he's literally Johnny Somali is only facing like repercussions for his actions is because he's in another country. They don't play games over there like that. But otherwise, man, I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep you guys posted if there's any more Jack Doherty updates. But you know, time ticking. Where's that clock for that rabbit clock, bro? All right, it's coming. Time is ticking. Quick update, okay, for all my gaming nerds out there. Okay, guys, look, we got the Game of the Year of the awards, right? The Game Awards happening on December 11th. That's really soon. You guys know the Game Awards, okay? Pepperidge Farm knows the Game Awards. And even those of you guys who don't play games, you know about the awards, all right? It's like the Grammys, but for video games, ran by our favorite host, Jeff Keighley, okay? And we finally got the nominations for the best games of the year. There's a lot of different sections that I'm just not going to get into, okay? I will just specifically talk about the game of the year, this tweet right here. It says that we got number 1, Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Claire Obscure. I've been talking about Claire Obscure 33 with you guys on here and on Twitch. This game is goated. It is absolutely freaking goated. It's an RPG with some of the best voice acting, with some of the best stories, with some of the best RPG elements, with some of the best fighting combats, with some of the best music. I am literally been obsessed with this game. It's one of the games that one of the games. You guys ever play video games or watch something and it just doesn't hit? You know, or you feel like you're kind of getting pulled and you're just sluggishly going about it. Or maybe you're stressed, man. So you're trying to play a game and you can't really like enjoy it because you're thinking, this game sucked me in. It said, all right, you're stressed, you got stuff going on. Too bad. It's time to lock in because this game is absolutely goated. It overrid every single gate that would make me not want to feel like playing this game, and I'm just gravitated to playing it more and more. Absolute excellence. Then there's Death Stranding 2 on the beach, Hideo Kojima. I didn't play Death Stranding 2, but I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's a good game, maybe it's not. I feel like Jeff Keighley and Hideo Kojima are like besties. They're like brothers. So like, I don't know. I always feel like there's a bias towards Hideo, but again, I haven't played Death Stranding or Death Stranding 2. So maybe it's a goated game. I don't know. You guys can tell me. There's Donkey Kong Bonanza. Okay, that's also a game that I didn't play as well. It was a little bit just too animated for me, right? I'm in this mode where I kind of like to I like a little bit more slower pace, not too many hyper colors and everything like that. That just looked like LSD in a game, bro. But I've been hearing that it was absolutely immaculate. And it got nominated for Game of the Year. So I can understand that. Hades 2. Oh, so this year for video games has been absolutely astounding. Okay, and Hades 1, when that came out, I think I put like over 1,000, 2,000 hours in that game. I could not stop playing it. Okay, the only reason why I have not continued to play Hades 2 because I played the beta is because I'm worried that I will disappear. You won't see me again. Okay, I won't be here because I'll be like, you know what? I could talk to you guys, or I could just keep playing some Hades. That game will suck my soul, bro. That's what Hades 2 would do to me, bro. I'll be floating out like SpongeBob every time I play this game, and you won't see me until next year. Then there's Hollow Knight Silksong, the long awaited, bro. The Dark Souls of freaking platformers, bro. Absolutely peak. Okay, I played it. I loved it. I don't think it's perfect. You guys know how much hype I had for Silksong, how much I've been waiting for this thing, the long awaited Silksong. I did not find it as like, you know, it was immaculate. It was immaculate. I did find some flaws. That's how I feel about it. Okay. There were certain things. The biggest thing that I did not like about it was where you would spawn in certain places that would take 15 minutes for you to get back to the boss after you die. That was one thing. There was a couple of other things. I don't want to get into the details of it. Hollow Knight though, Silksong, absolute peak, but not my peak for many reasons. And then finally, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I don't know what the hell that is. What is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? What in the hell, fat? I never even heard about. I'm a guy that pays attention to games. I don't even know what this game is. I don't even know what it's about. I don't even know if it's a series. I never even heard of it. Who the hell is Warehouse Studios? Okay, so you guys know that there's a limit to my knowledge in gaming. Anyway, these are the games of the year. For me, I think I got to get it to Claire Obscure Expedition 33. That game, immaculate in almost every way. Like there's still some things about it. I wouldn't call it a perfect game, right? But oh man, breath of fresh air when it comes to JRPGs. Okay, coming at it and doing it differently and breathing life into the genre. If you're a JRPG fan like me as well, it feels like Atlas has been the only one that's been carrying the genre with like Metaphor, ReFantazio, which was also nominated for Game of the Year last year, and the Persona series. And I don't know, I haven't really kind of been feeling too much of the Final Fantasy series right now, the Rebirth. It hasn't been like it's compared to the old Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy Tactics came out this year, but it was a remake. But yes, all right, let me stop nominating. These are the games of the year. Let me know what you guys want to know that you like the most, okay? And I'll probably do a stream where we vote as well. All right, guys, that's all for today's video, okay? I have a lot more topics to talk about, but I'm trying not to make the videos last too long because then I burn out, bro. I spend like 3 hours recording, and then I spend like 2 hours editing, and then and all this jazz, and then I'm tired, and then and then I don't want to do nothing for the rest of the day, okay? I'm trying to figure out how to do this in a more way that I can show up for you guys daily. So I love you guys. All right, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for coming out to the end. Drop a like at the end of the video if you haven't done so already, and I'll catch you guys later on the next episode. Thanks for hanging out with me. You guys take it easy. Peace.